They become church members, not Christians. Well, do you mean to say that the church ought to furnish a lodging place for every stranger who comes to town? Asked Charlie. I mean just this, answered Dick, and I've had a chance to think about it a good deal here. Now that I am, in a sense, working as part of the church ministry, though I'm not even a member, and can't say with any certainty yet exactly what I believe. He rose to his feet and began walking slowly back and forth across the room.
So the Bible is very clear that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And if you've got people, whether it's a business, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a church, whether it's whatever it is, people who are double-minded, they can't get in your world. Like if somebody says, I'm on your team, and they're sitting right here, and they say, let me out. Then they get in, then they get out, then they get in, then they get out. Double-mindedness is not from above, it's from below. And so once you make your decision, you make your decision. And that's it. And then you don't look back. Safe or stop on the back of that truck. I'm looking at the holographic fractal as I'm talking. New way. Sudden stops. Love makes a family. New way. Sudden stops. Reworld. Quando tu te graduas. Graduates, when are you going to graduate? Twin brothers. A double-minded man's unstable in all his ways. So you've got to make a decision, whether it's taking a job and staying on it, changing jobs, staying in a city, building a house, remodeling a house, doing a YouTube channels. You don't get fickle about it. If you decide to do it, you do it. Teaching online. I'm just throwing stuff out that I've experienced that you can apply it to your own life, and there's only so many things that people do. People take a job, they get married, they buy a house, they remodel a house or paint a house, or they join a church, or they teach online, or they follow something online. So a double-minded man can't follow through with anything. And that applies to women too. If a woman can't follow through on anything, you don't need her in your world because she's fickle. She can't make up her mind. And for the women, if a man can't make up his mind, he's fickle for a reason. And we know what that reason is. If somebody's not single-minded about a relationship, that means there's somebody else they're thinking about, or some situation they're thinking about. That's a fact. Because there's no in between. You're either steady and single-minded, or you're double-minded. And a double-minded person is unstable in all their ways. They can't make up their mind. They will change with the wind, people. And that's not what you want in life. You need steady state. And you have to apply it to yourself first. What do I want? Am I willing to fight for it? Am I willing to do it? Is it too much? Right there, red and blue. Avoid and obey. No elevator. I'm going to go back and watch this video. The signs that I see, and then I can actually decode what's going on around me. It's 8 a.m. somewhere. Cracker Barrel. Queen City. I'm going to look at this Stella Rosa. I'm going to look at this reality different starting today. I'm going to change my perspective of this whole situation, and it's probably going to be rideshare tonight, and I might do a late night rideshare since it's holidays. I might get some. Yeah, this thing's getting ready to change. Linen and uniform. Linen goes back to the cloth. It goes back to the clergy. I might turn my channel into something different. Not sure yet. It's going to always include what I've been talking about, but sometimes you have to make a change, and you have to stick to that change, and you don't look back. You look forward, and you don't sway. You make your decision and you stick with it. Camper, carbon. Carbon is the 666 flesh mind, right? Notice the word car in carbon, carriage, to convey, to birth, to your destination, your destiny. The green sign, transit, transition, flow, cooling. The signs are everywhere. Vet, T-I-X. There is going to be a shift in my reality starting today. Starting right now, to be honest with you. A double-minded man, including myself, and whoever's listening, is unstable in all their ways. J series. And you need to do it too. You need to make a decision to be single-minded, whatever you're doing. If you're gonna, just like with my situation, if I'm gonna remodel a house, I'm doing it. I'm not swaying from the left to the right. I'm doing it. Or I'm selling it. I have to make a decision, and I have to go all in, hell or high water. And you don't sway. You're not fickle. If it's for your health, you do what's healthy every moment of every day. If it's healthy, you do it. If it's not healthy, you don't do it. Conversation-wise, thoughts, you bring your thoughts into the captivity of Christ, and you don't sway to the left or to the right, because you're not going to get anywhere. You renew your mind, and you do not sway. I've seen people growing up around people drinking all the time, and they couldn't make decisions, they couldn't follow through, and they couldn't get something done. And that's double-mindedness, and it ain't gonna happen on my watch. I went through I don't call it a dark night of the soul, but I went through a mental questioning back in July last year, like, what's next? And what's next is there's really nothing out there any better than what I'm doing now. And so what's next is just stay the course. I took a year off, and now the year is done, and it's time to focus. During that year, I studied about health. And so I know a lot more about health and longevity than I knew before. I've been studying the medical stuff for 3 years. And so whatever your hands find to do it with all your might, for in the grave there's no rest. And so it's really obvious that you have to make an absolute decision. And some people will try to pull you off your calling, whether they know it or not, and they're fickle, and you don't even turn your head. You don't even turn your head anymore. Once you see the fickleness, you don't look back, you don't look to the side, you don't look to the right, you just look forward. You don't look over here in the ditch, you don't look over here, you just keep your focus on what you want to do. You set your goals and you make it happen. And there's no more games. There's no more games. The jig is up. The jig is up. You always try the spirits with everybody. You try the spirits with every decision. You try the spirits with everything that you're doing. And I promise you, God has given you in your city everything you need right here. There's local churches everywhere. There's jobs everywhere. There's opportunities everywhere. No matter where you're at, there's opportunities. And if you have to change jobs, if you have to change churches, whatever you have to change to get a new, fresh mind, a new, fresh insight, then you got to do it. And don't look back, and don't sway, and don't be fickle, and don't change your mind. Stand on the truth, stand on your goals, set new goals, and just be done. And like I say, don't listen to voices. Don't listen to opinions, because God will make a way of escape. Don't listen to nobody. Do what you need to do.